Are gonna be live, and we are live. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am so excited to be here today. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Bev G Star, and I am the creative director of That Creative Thingy, and I'm running a project called Creative Connections, where I go around and shine light, the beautiful golden light, on people that I found working within the organisations of Weston. And today I'm joined by Tom.
Hello.
And Anne. Before I get talking to these beautiful humans that I found today, I just want to let you know that there's funding for this project that I'm running, and that is from the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sports, along with and in partnership with the National Lottery Fund. But without further ado, one at a time, I don't know how we're going to get you guys to take it in turns, but could somebody tell me who you are and what organisation you're representing today?
Oh, well done, Bev. That was amazing for getting all that in. Bravo.
Do you want to go, Angie?
Do you want to go first? I don't mind.
You go, Angie.
Happy International Women's Day, everybody. So I suppose I should go. I am Angie, and I am the engagement and youth theatre manager for Theatre Orchard, and we cover the whole of North Somerset, but huge amounts of our work is here in Weston, and we've been in Weston for the last 14 years, almost 15 years actually, working creatively within communities. Yeah, so that's me.
Thank you. Tom, tell us who you are and what you do.
So I'm Tom. I am the Programme Manager for Culture Weston, which is a relatively new cultural development initiative for Weston, which is hosted by Theatre Orchard and funded in partnership between Arts Council England and the North Somerset Council. So kind of we work to a few things. So one of them is to kind of enable and facilitate kind of ambitious creative collaborations to take place in Weston, to kind of grow arts and cultural experiences for everyone to kind of engage in, and kind of raise the profile of Weston as a brilliant kind of cultural destination for the Southwest and nationally. Another aim is around kind of increasing access to participation in kind of creative and cultural opportunities all across Weston. So that's where we work really closely with Theatre Orchard and kind of other cultural and community partners in Weston. And then kind of our third priority is kind of around building a creative and cultural ecology where people can kind of develop and sustain careers as artists and creatives. So supporting networking, CPD, training, things like that. I think that's it in a short nutshell.
I understood everything you said. I did. I understood. So thank you for that, because you guys are exactly what Weston is all about right now, and you're exactly what Weston is representing: the colour, the artists, the vibrancy. So you guys work in partnership together. Just making sure. I thought I heard a noise. I thought my sound was messing up, but no. So you guys work in partnership.
Three of us bouncing off each other, aren't we?
There we go. So you guys work behind the scenes. Can you tell us, Angie, about some of your projects that you've been working on as a collective?
Yeah, of course. So largely Theatre Orchard is an organisation that delivers work, whether that is engagement, so working within communities. I'm a theatre director, so largely the work that I produce and create is about giving a voice to communities, creating social change through the context of using theatre and theatre practice. So kind of at the heart of everything I do is the fact I'm a theatre director and a drama practitioner. Although that isn't solely, I suppose, what we do. A lot of our work, things like Whirly Gig, which is the amazing outdoor arts festival, which is in the Italian Gardens every year and produced by Theatre Orchard, so there are kind of two arms to our work, really, which is inspiring outdoor arts, performances like The Crossing and Whirly Gig, and Ballad of Anchor Head, and then there's a big engagement arm, which is about working with the community, really, and that's everybody in the community. So I run under 5s drama sessions for families, adult drama work. And my first work actually was 14 years ago with a project called Pieces of 8. And I think it covered the whole of North Somerset. So it was kind of a director working in every locality. And I had just had my first baby at the time. She's almost 15 now. So I think I was given Weston because it was the only one that was on during the day. So I ended up at the Healthy Living Centre down on the fabulous Bourneville with an adult, which is my second home. Hello, all you lovely Bourneville. And I ended up in the Healthy Living Centre with a group of amazing adults who are still part of my adult drama group called Open Door. And we meet every Thursday online at the moment for active, practical, interactive Zoom drama session. But Sue and Joe Brooks actually works with me on that, who you had on not that long ago.
We love Joe. And we love him.
So yeah, and that project was amazing because we created a piece of promenade theatre down the Bourneville called Bourneville Becomes Electra. So we took kind of the themes of Greek tragedies, Electra, and transposed them onto the Bourneville in this kind of bonkers, colourful event that happened down there. And it just kind of went from there, really.
And it's beautiful, Ange, because you started your conversation with Theatre Orchard being a heart, and really at the heart of Theatre Orchard you're there too, so that's really nice that you're so passionate, because when we think of Theatre Orchard we think of Fiona and we think of you, and it's wonderful that you've been there all that time, even if people didn't know that you were there for 15 years. So congratulations. Andy.
And they're just like my mates, they're my friends, so
No.
And also, I suppose what is genuinely really important for me to say is I came onto that project on the Bourneville 14 years ago as a director. I just had my first baby, and the amount of support that I had from those adults down there. Vicky, who is still with the group, had just had her third baby, and she was so supportive to me. So our daughters are the same age, and they've kind of met during kind of workshops and stuff in Weston. So I said that's the thing that's most important to me about Theatre Orchard as a director, is that it's a journey together rather than it being didactic, I suppose. All of our projects at their heart are about us working together and creating something together. And that's
that works. We'll go with that, because that is the heart again, the collaboration of the people, and that's exactly what Tom was saying. So Tom, I'm going to chuck that same question to you. Can you tell us about some of the projects that Culture Weston or yourself have been involved with, please?
Yeah, so I mean, Culture Weston has a slightly shorter history. We came into formally came into existence last March, kind of ironically, like just as national lockdown was coming in, which was fantastic. And so we were meant to kick off last year with an Arts and Health Weekend in collaboration with the University of Hospitals Bristol and Weston, that was going to involve kind of large scale kind of outdoor arts work and kind of a digital program and kind of pop-up talks and kind of events. That kind of all shifted online because everyone was indoors, but still kind of went really, really well. There was kind of lots of engagement online, which is really positive. And as a kind of to mark a 1.5 year on, we're planning a kind of a second one this September, which is going to have a whole load of kind of free outdoor arts and digital events again, and kind of creative and participatory and engagement projects. And I think the highlight of that is probably going to be Luke Jerram's In Memoriam. So that is kind of like a series of kind of large kind of flags that are being kind of installed on Weston Beach. It's been around the country a little bit. It was originally commissioned by Culture Weston to take place in Weston Supermare first. So it's brilliant that it's kind of coming home, and it was selected by Darren Henley, who's the Chief Executive of Arts Council, as one of his top 3 cultural highlights, although there's not many of them, for 2020. So really pleased to kind of be bringing that to Weston in September. A few other things we've been working on. So we were really kind of looking forward to in winter to kind of, we were working with a local artist, Paula Birtwhistle, who's an amazing producer and kind of technician, to put on a light festival in Grove Park. Obviously, unfortunately, because of lockdown, that couldn't happen, but we're looking again to kind of move that into autumn, along with a few other kind of events that will be taking place. We've just been, we've also kind of recently been working with Upfest, who kind of host an annual festival in Bristol. If you don't know, it's Europe's largest outdoor kind of urban paint festival. Weston Town Council have been incredibly generous and kind of invested £20,000 in kind of enabling Upfest to come to Weston and do a series of murals. And then we're going to be working with some other local street artists to do kind of an engagement program around that in September. So that's kind of bubbling away really nicely, and we're really excited about that, to kind of bring a bit of colour to some slightly drab walls in Weston. I did a really interesting site visit and took the pictures of lots of the sides of very dull grey buildings. So hopefully really excited to be bringing some colour to some of those buildings sometime soon with Upfest. We've also been working with Creative Youth Network, who are a youth service based in Bristol, who are going to be bringing a project down to Weston to kind of work with a number of youth groups on a kind of a social action project, which will kind of partner a number of young people to kind of take the lead, working with an artist to create an installation in Weston Town Centre or on the seafront in hopefully May this year. So that's something to look out for. We were really, I think probably one of the things that I had been most excited about, and I'm still excited about, is our new space that we've got in Weston Town Centre. So we were really lucky to secure an empty shop unit at the Sovereign Centre, which is, not that this will mean anything to anyone, but it's 10A. It's kind of opposite where the food court is. So at the moment, it's kind of decorated with an artist installation from a project that we did kind of over summer. But yeah, so that's going to be called Front Room, and some really beautiful vinyls have gone up on the outside.
It's overlooking the Crazy Golf.
Yeah, it's overlooking the Crazy Golf. So go and check it out. It's looking brilliant, and there's no seagull poo on it yet. So that is awesome. But we're looking forward to opening that, and that will kind of be a space where people can come in and drop in, and we'll always be there. So whether that's just for like a chat, or whether people want kind of project development advice, or just to kind of talk about the weather, or maybe even have a game of Crazy Golf, then kind of someone will always be in there once we're permitted to kind of be in there for kind of post lockdown. Angie might be running some engagement stuff there, maybe if there's space.
There is space, definitely.
There is space. And then we've also been working on a training program for artists and creatives that we're kind of going to launch next week, hopefully. So kind of 1.5 hour masterclasses from a range of kind of artists and creatives, both from kind of North Somerset and kind of the wider west of England regions, which we're hoping. So that'll offer kind of like insights into like growing your brand online, social media, how to set up as a freelancer. So basically kind of those kind of insights that will hopefully kind of help creative freelancers to kind of develop and grow as kind of creative practitioners. We have also been working on lots of different funding applications, which are hopefully going to be bringing in lots of really exciting programming into Weston over the summer and for the next couple of years, that really kind of place kind of communities at the heart of kind of shaping and leading cultural programming and cultural commissioning in Weston, which we're really excited about. Unfortunately, we haven't had any of the funding outcomes yet, so I can't give you any more detail about those. But that's a definite watch this space.
And that's exactly why we're here with you guys, because your collaboration behind the scenes and all of the work that because you guys are quite tightly entwined, and the fact that you can tell us today of all the exciting things that you've been involved with and a few things that you've got coming up. I mean, Street Fest with Upfest, that's right on Weston right now, because Weston's just booming with creativity and light and colour. So well done and congratulations for leading such projects. I'm just going to take a break from us guys. I'm just going to go over to some of the comments that we've got written here. So Stephen's put that he's really looking forward to this one. Theatre Orchard have a way of turning everything they touch into joy. Ha! That is lush.
Oh, that's amazing.
We've got the links to Theatre Orchard and Culture Weston just in the comments there also, so thank you for those up. Michael goes on to say, Michael says here, I've always wanted to have a go at acting and even have an explore behind the scenes of the Playhouse. So one of my questions to you guys is going to be, how do people engage with your services and where can they find out kind of what to do?
If I could just give a little rundown of things that I would love people in Weston to say, yes, please, we want to get involved in this. That would be amazing. So I am the youth theatre director for Theatre Orchard. All of our youth theatre sessions have been online, obviously, for the last year, and they've been amazing. The reach that we've sustained has been huge. We work with, through online summer courses and online youth theatre sessions, we've worked with about 450 young people since last March, which is fantastic. And I've met some incredible young people within North Somerset and Weston that we hadn't been working with before. So we run online sessions every month. Any young person between the age of 5 and 16 can get involved if they go onto our Facebook page, onto our website, or if they contact me at engage@theatreorchard.org.uk, then I will send you a programme out. Obviously, we'd love those to be face-to-face sessions before not too long, and hopefully running the younger age group in the Sovereign Centre, older age group at a different location. So any young person in Weston, I would absolutely love them to get in touch with me and join our youth theatre. The youth theatre is funded, so it's free for you to come along and join. And that's performing arts, that's singing, dancing, acting, theatre. So young people, come and get involved. That would be amazing. If you're an adult, then I run a drop-in session called Open Door every single Thursday for anybody 18 plus. The last project that the group was involved in before lockdown, ironically, was performing a piece of theatre in collaboration with Bristol Vic Made in Bristol programme that we performed at Tropicana in the December before lockdown. And it was about social isolation, loneliness, 100 people left in a bubble who couldn't go outside. It was really kind of, prophecy stuff here. We didn't know what was going to happen, but so that was. So if any adult would like to come and get involved, please, I would love to hear from you. We've also got another adult project for anybody who would like to get involved, which is coming up, called Theatre Forum, and that's a 2-year project where we've been looking for people to create a piece of community theatre that represents some of the most important issues prevalent in Weston. So any adult who would like to get involved in that, get in touch. That would be amazing.
Thanks, Ange. Thanks. Someone in the background here is just on your team has just put the links up there for Michael. So thank you for that.
Come together, and join, Michael.
Yeah, come and join us. Recruiting. So Create Together, obviously I've just referred to your love for the Bourneville, and Helen from Create Together says Bourneville is my second home too, and I love it when Theatre Orchard get in touch. It usually means some amazing bonkers community engagement work is coming. I think we all feel that. So Tom, what about you? Can you let us, or maybe drop some links where people kind of can engage with you? Because I didn't know that you were that new. I didn't know that you were just about to launch. I didn't know that weekend was your launch. I thought you'd been around for a couple of years, actually. So enlighten us for how we get involved, or we can find out everything that's coming up that you've said today.
So I've actually only been, so that we launched last March, I've actually only been enrolled since November, so really quite not very long, actually. The best way to find out what we're doing is to check our website and check on Facebook. Like I said, we're launching a CPD training program kind of later this week. We've also got, for any kind of artists and creatives, tomorrow evening, we've got a creative meetup, our first creative meetup. And that's kind of Yeah, come along. And that's basically for any kind of artists or creators in Weston and kind of wider North Somerset to kind of come along and network and kind of just to kind of talk and share, because obviously, a lot of people have been feeling quite isolated. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be able to do them IRL, but they're kind of online. For the minute, we've got one specifically for people who are under 26, and then one for kind of everyone else, and then one. So yeah, check the website, or maybe someone can post a link into when those sessions are. So I'll magically post one. We've also
that's artists in the widest sense, Tom, isn't it? That's whether you're a visual artist, an actor, a facilitator, a dancer, a workshop leader, whatever kind of discipline. And COVID's been such a horrific time for freelance creatives that it's just, it'd be wonderful to meet people in North Somerset and share experiences, really. That's all, I think.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
I've written it in my diary. I've been getting messages about it today, actually, because I've been following it all week. But someone just don't forget tomorrow night. So yeah, I've just written it in my diary. Written, who knows? But it's there in my diary. So thank you so much. I'm just going to carry on reading a couple more comments here. So they disappear in front of me as I go. So Culture Weston, so your beautiful people behind the scenes are actually posting links for us along with Theatre Orchard, so you have a wonderful team that's very capable. Photo of the Sovereign Centre window ready to go, which might I say that I cannot wait to get into real life to see that, because I walked past it the other day and it's like Culture Weston and Theatre Orchard sort of like combined, and I thought, what a great way to sort of represent Weston right now is that you guys coming together. Karen Blake from
have you seen the memory bank stuff, the amazing Megan Clark amazing.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I was part of it, but I have not seen it yet, so I must get down there. Mad, isn't it? So, come see. So Karen goes on to say, we are grateful to Culture Weston in sponsoring 2 of the artists from Weston Art Space Weston Super Shop Windows Trail, so we can bring even more art to the town and pay artists properly for the work they do. We can't wait for the work with you when we all open our doors again, and that's from the art space, our beautiful Karen, and obviously you guys all together are just really putting Weston on the map. You're bringing all the culture, all the stuff, all the things into Weston to make us shine.
It's about all of us working together, though, isn't it? It's about all of that amazingness that is in Weston and joining up these dots so that everybody is working together and bringing something together. We've actually got an office at the top floor of Art Space, and what an amazing place to be.
Yeah. And I think we're kind of, as well as kind of bringing in all the exciting stuff, what we're really excited about as much and probably more is kind of shining a light on the amazing artists and creatives that are already there. So I mean, I guess and the best way to kind of do that is to get in contact with us. So my email is tom@cultureweston.org.uk. We've got a new outdoor arts producer who, because we can't do very much outdoor arts at the moment, is doing an amazing series profiling kind of local artists on our website. So if you are a local artist who wants like a little bit of a plug for kind of what you're doing in your creative practice, then get in touch. And yeah, we can do an interview with you and plug you on our website. So we're just kind of about kind of celebrating and kind of collaborating as much as possible, really. Yeah,
and just to kind of echo exactly the way I'm mirroring. Exactly. Which way are you, Tom? You're up there, you're up there. Just echo exactly what Tom said, and that's absolutely the ethos of where we are in the world. It's not bringing in something, I suppose.
I agree. Yeah.
And for me, I've worked with the Bristol Old Vics Made in Bristol programme, as I said, in collaboration with our wonderful open door actors. And I feel really passionately that there is so much amazing creativity and talent that is happening in Weston, that is coming out of UCW, that is coming out of Weston College, young artists who are already here. But often it's about thinking, I might go and try my luck in Bristol, or I might go and for me it's about retaining that amazingness and finding a pathway to do that within the cultural landscape of Weston. I mean, the landscape of Weston is inspiring enough. I mean, look around you. But just keeping those artists, and for those artists to be teaching our next generation of youth, our next generation of artists, and create work that people come and see in Weston. I mean, there are some extraordinary venues. So what I would love to do, and we're looking into kind of raising the funding really, is creating an opportunity like that for graduate artists in Weston. And I would love to do that in the autumn. So once you've graduated, or you've taken a gap year or taken a year out, offering a kind of course where you can explore your own creativity and start to create work in Weston, because all of it is already here. It's just having opportunities.
I think that is perfect. I think exactly what you said. It is about retaining. You're not necessarily bringing something in to replace us Humans of Weston, because I love my hometown. You're just maybe giving us skills to enhance us. So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys shine in our town, shine a light on our town, retain our town, whatever you want to call it. You guys behind the scenes are doing just magic. Before we wind down our interview today and we end our talk, Tom, is there anything that you would like to say, last words, wisers of wisdoms? A blanket cover?
Come on, Tom.
I'm a wisdom-free zone quite often. I don't know. I think this has been a really lovely opportunity to kind of share a bit about kind of Culture Weston, what we're about, because I know kind of we've probably arrived at a time and started at a time when, you know, lockdown has meant that we haven't been able to be kind of as visible and out there as kind of we'd have liked to have been. So I guess kind of not really a pearl of wisdom, but I just like to kind of have a really open invitation to kind of anyone just to get in touch and say hi, you know, whether that's just to say hi, or whether they want to like share work or get support from us. We're kind of super open to kind of how we can help people however they might see useful. So yeah, just get in touch and come and say hi.
Beautiful, mate. Spot on. And I was going to say, you say you're, you know, unfortunately, because you just started as lockdown was happening, your visibility online and the things that you're doing have been still leading, and they've been quite visible to me. So congratulations to the whole team on that. Really fantastic, because, you know, we're here to talk about how COVID's affected us. Well, it affected you guys getting off the ground and all those magical plans that you had. So well done for still kind of just martyring on and being able to produce something. So well done and congratulations for that. My next question goes to Angie. Exactly the same thing. Last words, wise of wisdom, declarations of how much fun you've had with me today. Anything to cover?
Only to say, I think a lot of people think that theatre, drama, the arts maybe isn't for them and isn't something that they want to get involved in, and maybe have had bad experiences in the past where they felt put on the spot by something. Please just come and get involved. You don't have to stand on the middle of the stage, and that's not what I do anyway. But there are so many opportunities to have your voice heard, and that really is what theatre is about. It's holding a mirror up to society and saying, this is what's happening, what can we do about it? And it's also about having the most fun ever. And if you are in my open door session, it's about eating the most biscuits ever. Because that's mostly what happens. So please just get in touch, and whether you're, you know, or if you think, do you know what, I'd really like to do this, or I'd really like this session, we can find a way to make that happen. So yeah.
You are the makers of dreams. Come to us with them, and we shall make them happen. It's like, come and we shall make them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much.
You
for having us.
This has been amazing, and it's been so lovely to talk to you. And such
it's been really nice
kind of time. So thank you so much,
You guys, that's so nice. Okay, well, I hope to see a lot more of Humans of Weston with you guys. Maybe we can do something in the future. Definitely that Creative Thingy Wotsit. We're leading by creativity. Oh, last question. One thing I forgot to ask you. Are you guys dementia friends?
Do you know, I don't think I am a dementia friend. How do I do that? How do I get...
We're going to put a link up, mate. We're going to put a link up in the comments. You follow the link, become a dementia friend, make North Somerset most dementia friendly on half of our campaign. That Creative Thingy Wotsit. You can get in touch. We'll link all the pages up and make sure you guys got sorted. But without further ado, any last words?
No, just say this has been really lovely. Yeah, get in touch.
Cool. Right then. So thank you so much today for joining me, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to shine light on you that are shining light on the rest of the Western and making everything happen, magical dreams and all of that kind of stuff. For those watching today, if you've forgotten who my name is, well, who I am is, my name is Bev G Star. I'm an artist from Workshop Hopes, creative director of That Creative Thingy Wotsit. I'm running a project called Creative Connections with the Humans of Weston. Funding was brought for these interviews by the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sports, along with Partnership National Lottery Community Fund. So namaste, brethrens. Namaste. Thank you so much. Follow the links to where you need to go, and I guess I'll see you on the internet another time. That's how for now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Guys.